In Year 5, there are 4 methods of division taught. The initial methods focus on short division, building on from Year 4's learning, including remainders and using increasingly larger numbers. A focus for Year 5's learning is how we can represent those remainders. Our learning objective today looks at being able to develop the use of short division representing remainders as fractions and decimals. When recording remainders as fractions and decimals, the methods are similar. So our steps to learning to the side will help us with calculating these. Our number sentence is 267 divided by 5. So first of all, we're going to look at representing our remainder as a fraction. My first step is to draw my bus stop, which I have done using a ruler. My next step is to write the largest number underneath, as I have done, 267 inside the bus stop, 1 digit per square, keeping my learning organised. I have then, in the next step, to write the divisor to the left. My divisor is the number I'm dividing by, so in this case 5 is written on the left. The next step asks how many times can the divisor fit into the first digit. How many times can 5 go into 2? We know that that is 0. So I'm going to put my 0 at the top. And have I got any left over? Yes, the 2 will carry over next to the 6. So now I repeat those steps again with each of these digits. So how many 5s go into 26? I know 5 times 5 is 25, so I can get 5 lots of 5, and I would carry over 1. How many 5s can I get from 17? I know that 5 times 3 is 15, so I can get 3 5s, and that would leave me a remainder of 2. If I was just doing my normal remainders, I would put my R and my 2, but I know that I'm looking at remainders as a fraction. So I look to my next step, and it tells me my remainder is my numerator. So I'm going to write my 2 that I have remaining at the top of my fraction. My next step tells me my divisor, my 5, is the denominator. So I can put that at the bottom of my fraction. So let's just check that I've done all of these steps. I've drawn my bus stop. I've written my largest number inside the bus stop. I've written my divisor, number 5, to the left. And then I've started to go through each digit, working out how many times the divisor can fit. How many 5s in 2? 0, carry the 2. How many 5s in 26? 5, carry over 1. How many 5s in 17? 3, leaving me with a 2 remainder. My remainder becomes my numerator, my divisor becomes my denominator. So the answer to 267 divided by 5 is equal to 53 and 2/5 when recording the remainder as a fraction. Now we're going to look at recording the remainder as a decimal. So as with the previous method, we do the first 7 steps. So we draw our bus stop. Okay, and I have my bus stop drawn. I've extended it because I know I'm going to extend this number. I've written my largest number underneath, again 1 digit per square. I've written my divisor to the left. And I now work through the calculation again. How many 5s can I get into 2? I can get no 5s, so I carry over the 2. How many 5s can I get from 26? I know I can get 5 5s, and I would have 1 to carry over. How many 5s can I get out of 17? I know I would have 3, and I would have to carry over 2. This is where the method changes slightly. When we're going to do our remainder as a decimal, we add our decimal point inside the bus stop and above the bus stop. Then we put our placeholder inside the bus stop. So I'm going to put my placeholder here. I then carry the remainder over to that 0, over to that placeholder. So I remember I had 5 goes into 17 3 times. I had 15, that gave me a remainder of 2. And I now can repeat the step. How many times does 5 go into 20? In this case, it goes into 20 4 times, and there is no remainder. Let's check through. Did I draw my bus stop? Yes. Did I write my largest number underneath? Yes. Did I put my divisor to the left? Yes. Now let's work through. 5 into 2 we cannot do, so we put a 0 and carry the 2 over. 5 into 26 goes 5 times, carry over the 1 remainder. 5 into 17 goes 3 times. I then put my decimal point at the end of the 2 numbers, and I add my placeholder inside the bus stop. I can then carry over my remainder from the 17, which was 2, and put it next to my placeholder. That gives me now 20. How many 5s into 20? And that gave me 4. So when looking at decimals as a remainder, 267 divided by 5 is equal to 53.4. Once we are secure on both of these methods within year 5, we then move on to looking at and introducing you to long division using the method shown here.
This video will model how to divide decimals. Our learning objective is to be able to divide decimals using the short written method. We should be familiar with dividing using the short written method by now, as well as expressing remainders in a variety of ways. So therefore, today we will think about how maths relates to real life. In this instance, money. However, for example, it could be when working with different units of measure. Let's take a look at our number sentence. £9.36 divided by 4. So our steps to learning. Draw bus stop. So here we've got our bus stop. Insert numbers with decimal point. So unlike when multiplying by decimals, you remove the decimal point. When dividing by decimals, you leave the decimal point. So we have inserted £9.36 inside of the bus stop, and our divisor, which is 4, is placed outside. We're now going to begin to divide using our divisor. So we're going to say 9 divided by 4. How many 4s go into 9? Pop that there. 2. 2 4s are 8 with 1 left over. So we're going to carry the 1 to the 3. This is the tenths column. We've had to carry because there was 1 left over. Very important, this next part. We haven't had to do this before. Line up the decimal point. This is vital because if you don't line up the decimal point, our answer will be incorrect. So, 13 divided by 4. How many 4s are in 13? 4, 8, 12, and that's 3. Do we need to carry anything? Yes, because there's 1 left over. How many 4s are in 16? 16 divided by 4, that would be 4. Do we have anything left over? No, there's no remainders. In some instances here, we would require to have a placeholder like we've learned in previous methods. We've now got to record our answer. £9.36 divided by 4, 2.34. Don't forget, pound sign is the units of measure, which we need to pop here, otherwise our answer could be wrong. So our answer is £2.34. Very quick check, like we always do. £9.36 divided by 4. Did we pop our digits inside the bus stop? Yes, we did. Our divisor was 4. Did we leave our decimal point in? Yes, we did. That was very important in order to be able to line up our digits and our decimal point. That's what we did there. Did we need to carry? Yes, we did. Have we recorded our answer? Yes, we have. So today we were dividing decimals using the short written method, a method that we were very familiar with already, however with the addition of the decimal point today. So remember, this is when we are applying our math skills to real life problems. So £9.36 divided by 4 today is £2.34.